What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my OceanBlock Let's Play for episode, I want to say this is 22, part 2. Because technically, I recorded 22 and 23, but I lost the audio in those. So, I'm just going to quickly catch you guys up with what happened, because I did the voiceover for the last episode, and I was like, that's just going to be too difficult to do for 2 more episodes. I don't have enough to really just talk about outside of just narrating what's happening, and at that point it's just, we might as well just record another episode and I tell you guys what's going on. So at the end of that or what was it, episode 22, the first one, I finished up this like auto crafting station area here, where we have a bunch of Mekanism basic factories here. These 4 in the corner are all infusing factories because each one has a different material in them. So there's diamond, refined obsidian, carbon, and redstone. These ones, you could get away with just having one and then setting the recipes to pull the right item. But I don't think I'm going to be doing a massive amount of crafting, so I'm just going to refill these manually. Right now, our diamond one's the only one that's not like overfilled. As you can see, I have the enriched versions of these things and all of them, which you don't need to use. I explained this in one of the episodes. But when it comes to Mekanism using these enriched versions of the materials, it octuples the usage out of them to where like 1 diamond dust would normally give you like 10 millibucket or of whatever. I guess this is a liquid, I assume. I thought it was like a dust, but maybe it's a liquid. It says millibuckets right there. If you just make it into the enriched version of the item, it gives you 80. So, and to make the enriched versions of them is literally just taking it and just throwing it through one other process. So, it literally translates to 8 times the amount of usage you can get out of them. So, that's what we did with our diamonds. We've had to burn through a lot of them because the recipes that we need require a decent amount of them. And yeah, we only have 119 diamond essence left. We still have a decent amount of chunks, but I think what I might do, like maybe way down the road, maybe between episodes or something, because I feel like it's going to be boring and you guys have seen the whole interaction already. I might make a sluice room. Excuse me, my voice is cracking. I might make a sluice room because I want to have like maybe like a row of sluices to have each different type of item in there, and then we throw away the ones that we get too much of. I guess for some stuff like the cinnabar and stuff, we already have void upgrades on them, so we'll never have more than whatever's here and then whatever ended up in our system before we had drawers. Yeah, because we have 2,300 cinnabar here, but that drawer can only hold 2,000 something before it starts deleting them. So that means that there's some cinnabar in these discs here, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. We just don't want there to be a ton of it. We only keep the good stuff. But I guess that's kind of how I already have it set up. I don't know. I just want to have more diamonds coming through, as well as emeralds, which we should make an emerald seed, which we haven't yet. I like how this. I didn't even realize these plants have faces on them. See the gas face and the wither skeleton face. Oh, and yeah, the Enderman has one too. Look at that. That's funny. They look so sad. And the Blaze one, it just has eyes on it. Huh. So yeah, that's those guys, and then we have a smelting factory here, which we'll probably end up fully upgrading at some point, because you can tell this is the only one that has a gold crafter on it, because it is for general smelting of things, and there's a lot of that in this game. So this guy will probably get the most upgrades and the most patterns thrown into it. And then we have an enriching factory, which we can put our enriched versions of stuff in there. And I think actually to make, so we put obsidian in there, which gives us obsidian dust. Man, there's going to be so many yawns that I'm going to be editing out of this episode. It's very early in the morning, and I'm trying to record more of these before I have to do other things today. And we take that obsidian dust and throw it into this one with diamond. And that gives us the refined obsidian dust, which we use over here. Or enriched obsidian, I think is, the refined obsidian back into the enrichment chamber. So that's it's basically a big loop of like, put it in this machine to put it in that machine to put it in this machine, and boom, you get your item. On the end here, we have a purifying factory, basic sawing factory, and our advanced compressing factory, which has 1 millibucket of liquid osmium. So I'm just going to empty that. This is how we make obsidian ingots. There's no real reason for me to explain all this to you guys, because it's whatever, but this is the reason why we put it down, because I think I'm on record saying, like, we don't need a compressing factory. Well, we do. For liquid osmium right here with the refined obsidian dust makes the obsidian ingots. That's really the only way to do it outside of plants. It looks like, we could do it through the forge, but we don't need to. We got the machine as a reward. And this button over here is actually pulling oxygen from my 2 machines over in the corner there, which I'll show you. And it's connected here, but I left it empty because I thought I would need other materials in here, because I was confusing the purifying factory with the compressing factory. Weirdly enough, I saw this image here and just thought, oh, it's the one where you put oxygen into, or you put in a gas or something, and that's the one that makes all this. So I set this whole machine up. Like, I'll just put osmium in here, that way it fills up this bar and gives me my ingots. It didn't work, and then I looked at it closer. Wherever it went, there it is. I looked at it closer and I was like, oh, osmium compressor. I needed to make an osmium compressing compressing factory, either one. So I got that mixed up. So I put a button on here, that way I can just push the button and it'll release oxygen from this tank into here, and then I can empty it if I needed to. Turns out I'm probably only going to need oxygen in there. So I've doubled up on the electrolytic separators here. And these are also supplemented now by the magmators up here, which apparently are having a really hard time helping power these things. But the gas generators are supposed to be helping, and they're not. Yeah, I don't know where all this oxygen is going. I don't know if it's refilling this tube here, this pipe, because that's the way that these work. It's not like a wire where these tubes don't matter. These pressurized tubes actually hold gas. So for each one that you're using here, it's holding that amount of gas in each one. I don't know how much exactly. I don't think it's like a bucket's worth, or, 1,000 millibuckets worth. I think it depends on the pipe. I think higher end pipes can hold a lot more. and transfer it faster and everything like that. So if they get empty, they have to refill the pipes. And since we're running a really long pipe here, which in hindsight, I don't think that we need to do anymore. So I might break this pipe, or actually, can we just like disconnect it? Might need to use their pipe or their. Oh, this is refined storages. No, that's not gonna work. So, did I ever make Mechanism's wrench? I did. I made this guy, the configurator. No, I didn't? I could have sworn I've made it. Okay, well, we're going to make it now. There we go, and it'll charge up in my hand. So you'll see in the bottom left there, it says mode, configure items. If you shift and scroll wheel, you can change it between the different settings here. So if we change it to gases, which I don't think that you actually have to do to mess with pipes. And then we shift right click, and we had to do 3 times to switch it from push, pull, and none. We can disconnect these pipes, and we shouldn't have to worry about it sucking up all the oxygen. Because I don't think I'm going to be using that purifying factory anymore. So yeah, I think we're good. Dumping excess. Yeah, you're full. Okay, that would make sense. You're not full, though. I wouldn't mind if you were full, Mr. Gas Burning Generator, who has literally nothing. Gases, eject over here. Yeah, I mean, you're set up exactly the same way, so I wonder if we should do that so it fills this. I guess so, because then now it's making energy again to fill itself. It's weird. After I connected it to these guys, they're just like, I don't know when to run, and so they stop working. Yeah, and see, this guy's draining because he's powering this guy. Okay, whatever. I just want that thing to be filled, so I'm going to leave it. And then we had to create a second gold crafter as well because we were running out of room. We would move to the diamond ones, but I think we're okay right now using just gold. Other big thing, we absolutely need more power. I mean, this guy is huge. The reactor is great, but he's basic, literally. So we need to upgrade him for sure. And you're good. Okay, yeah, the back of these. So I have these machines pushing out the back into a chest, so that way I only need 1 importer for 2 machines. Did the same thing here, and then I realized with these other ones, I was like, I don't want to put another chest here because that's another importer. We'll just use pipes, throw them into this chest. The chest will act as a buffer if it ever gets overloaded by stuff, and the importer will just eventually bring them in. This guy has 2 speed upgrades because I have multiple machines on this one. This guy only has 1. Power is being drawn underneath the floor. I think that was already discussed. I have another cable over on this side because I realized these guys don't have importers on, but I don't have a reason just yet. I think I might set this guy up to autocraft wood from logs because we could get a lot more planks out of throwing logs in here than just crafting them. So it's more efficient. I also realized, this is just me just wrapping things up for 20 minutes, that I could just make all these drawers a 4x4 and then they can hold 4 items. It just lowers the total amount of stack size that's in there. which means that we would need to throw in upgrades. Absolutely, where some of these we haven't needed to. Like this one doesn't have any, but it's actually getting really close to needing it. So what I'm going to do is just go over here to, let's see, what essences are close to being full. This guy, I'm just going to do that. We'll just put a couple in the system to lower its total. Same thing with the nether quartz, which I think has actually upgrades, but it's okay. We'll just throw a bunch in here. There we go. And yeah, take a quick sleep. All right, so I'm not sure what we want to do right now. What is it called? Is it planks? What is this wood called that I'm using? Stripped. Stripped. There we go. It feels weird now. It feels weird that it's like this. Wonder if we should put the chest here. Wonder if that would like look any less weird. Chest here. Extract. And then have to run all the way around. No, no, no. We can't have that. It's okay. All right, so we need to replace this reactor because this reactor is not great, and the higher end that we go with it, the better, because I want to get into oh, I guess I don't need those seeds there anymore because we got some as a reward. I want to get into the laser drill. But this guy is going to probably, I would assume, I haven't messed with the laser drill in ages, is going to use a lot of power. And because we're still trying to get netherite, and the only way to get ancient debris is either through sluicing with blazing mesh and lava, which I think can only, be done by the empowered sluice, which is made using draconic evolution, and we haven't found any draconium. So let me see. Draconium. How do we get draconium? Sluicing, of course, with blazing mesh. That's okay. That seems counterproductive. Draconium dust. How do we get this? Okay, so diamond mesh with crushed endstone. We have a 5% chance of getting draconium dust. Okay, that's not bad. We also get a chance to get shulker shells, which is pretty good. Because I'm going to guess that the end is just like all the other dimensions, where we're going to have the one island, and I feel like, well, I don't know. I guess you could probably leave the end the way it is normally, because it is kind of like an ocean in space. So maybe it's left alone. I don't know. But chorus flower, and for us to get endstone, hammer moss. Where's just regular old endstone? Damn, you can get a lot. Where's just regular old endstone, guys? Glowstone dust and lava with no heat will give us endstone, and glowstone dust, which we don't have. We probably should make a plant for that, because that's another thing that we don't have renewable. I need to make a list of all of the things that I need as a renewable resource, like going back to like the easy stuff. Like, we don't have one for wood. We can grow trees. That's really not that big of an issue. But if we just had the essence on hand, then no big deal, right? So yeah, it looks like sluicing, what was it? Crushed netherrack was where we got ours. Yeah, because in a diamond mesh, we had a 14% chance. We got like 300 or 400 glowstone dust, somewhere around there. Yeah, and that's how we got our solium dust too. Yeah, this is not a bad resource to sluice. And for us, we can make that with our nether essence. That's not bad. Okay, and we could just crush it into it. Yeah, so this is the other way that we could get debris right now, is with crushed basalt, which is, I think, didn't we get our netherrack this way? I feel like we did. We didn't get any debris scrap. Really, really, really low percent chance to get this. 4%. Interesting that going to a higher thing lowers the amount of netherrack you get by 20%, but it doubles the debris scrap. But I really don't want to do. I don't want to sluice this. This is gonna be a pain to do, because for us to get crushed basalt, we need ice essence, which ice seeds are made with 4 ice. Which, how do you even make ice? Water plus sub-zero temperature. Holy shit, how do you get sub-zero temperature? Blast chiller we could do. We could make one of those. I doubt that would be, yeah, that's not difficult. Invar, see, we got our Invar plant. So we have Invar ready. But how do you get sub-zero? Okay, so you have to put ice underneath it. So you would need ice somewhere else. Packed ice, blue ice, packed ice, ice. Okay. So yeah, all the way down the chain, we basically either need packed ice to ice. Okay, yeah. All right, so yeah, our best chance would probably do the blast chiller to make ice. Then we get ice seeds. And then we can use that to make basalt. And then we use basalt to get netherite. No. I think the laser drill is probably a better way to go about doing it. And this recipe isn't hard. This is the hardest part, making the simple machine frame, just because we're using the dissolution chamber again, and that's just the whole thing. Or laser base. See, the thing is though, I don't know how to use this laser drill, so I need to brush up on that. I need to figure it out. But that doesn't solve our power issue right now, because we are just burning through uranite. Why power? Just make it uranite. Just drop the middle Ni there. Anyways. So for us to make the next tier of that, we look up power. Whoa. The G is silent. And we look at, where's the reactors? Blazing, Niotic. So Niotic uses, so many. Ooh, Niotic crystal essence probably would be the play here, because then we only need 4 of them, and then we have infinite Niotic crystals. Ooh, that's, yeah, I feel like we need to do this, because we're gonna use a lot of Niotic. I'd like to use a lot more Niotic crystals. And that'll save us from... Can you craft me 3 more, please? That'll save us from burning through our diamonds for this recipe, where we could use our diamonds for other recipes. This one, like you see the blazing crystal stuff, where we get a decent amount of it. So I'm really not too worried about it. We're just waiting for these guys to be energized, which... So happy that this is working out. And this is the whole reason why we had to extend this, is for this guy. Because with one item in there, it wasn't going between it. All right. And then we need Supremium and Prosperity Seed. And now we can make it. And do I throw this into the botany pot? I want to get into the cloches, because I feel like if we can get into that, we can make we can get more stuff out of it than the botany pot, right? Because the botany pot is good for like set it and forget it sort of thing, but it's not like botany pot's the perfect way to get a lot of stuff, because I had to like leave my game running overnight for some of these guys. So that's Blazing Crystal. We want to leave that one alone. See, we're actually kind of running out too. Maybe I'd do a second row of botany pots. Obsidian, we're good on. Nether quartz, I think with the nether quartz outside, we're good at dropping that. We could probably even drop our inferium too, but it's pretty quick and we get a decent amount out of 3. So I'm gonna say this guy. Get rid of that. Not a crystal crop. Okay, cool. That's actually pretty decent. And since we have 27 hours on this, I'm just gonna do this for a little bit, because I think 256 uses an hour. So we're at 26 right now. We could burn through this time. We haven't been using our time in a bottle. It's so fast. It might even be too fast. Maybe not. Yeah, 25 hours. So yeah, it uses about an hour of time to do 256. Which honestly is a significant amount of time, because you know, even with 25 hours, doing that 25 times is going to burn through it, but I figure 3 times should be good enough right now. And then we should be able to have like a decent amount of, yeah. Oh no, just like diamond, it requires the 9. But this is good. Yeah, see, we already got 17 of them. That's 17 diamonds worth. And we don't need to energize it or anything. So there we go. Awesome. And then we need to take the seeds and add it to our repository, our seed repository down here. Boom. There we go. That way those are in here. And it looks like our blaze seeds are doing okay. Are they? Blazing Crystal, Tinker's Bronze, Flame Lily. Flame Lily. What is this used for? Blaze mesh. Oh, is this an alternative? Oh shit. This is an alternative for blaze powder? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we get blaze powder out of it and sulfur dust. Interesting. Okay. It looks like we're not getting a whole lot of seeds out of this thing. Is that what's going on? Where are they? Blaze seeds. Oh no, we actually have a ton of plants. That's awesome. I don't know if that actually speeds them up or not. But okay, cool. Actually, we could just check. How's our blaze essence? Yeah. Okay, we got 100 blaze essence. Look at that. We get 6 rods out of it. All right. Okay, that's a good thing right there. I don't know, equivalent exchange, good exchange. Just the word exchange would work, Dwight. Yeah, what I'd like to do is, I don't know if we want to do this next episode or if we come over here and we grab another hour's worth out of this guy, because I want to make enough niotic crystals to make this into the niotic reactor. But I also really want to make a list of seeds that I want to do and build either another room on top of this, which we could use the copy paste gadget from building gadgets. This guy, the exchange, or no, not the exchanging. Let's look it up again. Copy paste gadget here, right? Which, let me look at our emeralds. Emeralds. Okay, we're okay. The copy paste gadget with I think we need construction paste, which is construction block. Or wait, do we need that? I think we just maybe need the regular items. I think construction paste is if you don't want to make the items in general. But we do need a template, right? Which I'm going to have to look up on how to do this. Template manager. But basically, we can use this thing to copy this base here. First position. And then we can come up here and tell it up to the floor, which is here. Oh, first position. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I was doing it wrong. And to here. There we go. And you can see that it's selected this area. We need to make that into a template, and then we can use the same gadget and basically paste this same structure another level up. So we don't have to build this again. We just need all the materials, and it would tell us in the either the template or the template manager, one of these things. I need to look up building gadget specifically. Maybe we do just need the construction paste, which, there we go. Construction block powder placed next to water. Lapis, clay, and sand. Super, super cheap. And then we turn that into like these canisters that can hold a lot of it. And it'll just rebuild this whole thing for us. Was drowned her. Gross sounding. But I've been meaning to do that because I want another floor. Because I want to make a list of seeds of just basic material stuff that just gets harvested. Kind of what we have going on here. But I also want to turn this whole room into green energy. I want to see what it'll take to get all these guys running off of solar power and get these like high power machines off of I'm gonna take that out because it's only making it faster. And we don't need that. We don't need these faster. Because these guys are one big reason why we're losing so much power. And if we're gonna introduce like a mining laser, I don't want these to be on the same system. And this is like kind of a always running thing. And for me, anything that's always running should be tried to be ran on some sort of renewable energy, because our main energy source should be something that is kind of like a burst thing. And once we get into Draconic Evolution, where we're dealing with 50 million recipes that require 50 million energy, we're going to need all that. So anyways, if you guys like this episode, hit that like button down below, and I'll see you for the next one.